Well, sad as it may seem, it is the day of the pool closing. From totally black to totally blue, only to get covered up to turn green and then black again. So, yeah, the pool has fallen into a little bit of disrepair in places. Maybe you can see a little bit of green it over there. Might be another pocket or two. I'm sure that'll blossom and turn in the whole pool into green. But right now what we have to do is get rid of the mystery pump, get the chairs out of here, the ladder out of here, move the chair over here, all that kind of good stuff. But we also have to lower the water below the skimmers, and I've been letting the water level go. It usually is up to that line that you see on the liner there, but I've just been letting it go because what's the sense putting water in that I'm only going to drain out? So the first thing to do is backwash the filter and get rid of some. Yeah, pump's been leaking the whole summer, as you can see with the leave-its in there. I think it's coming out of the drain plugs. I didn't care to even take a look at that, so let's open this up. Also, see that black mark? I had wiped it with my finger, and I had noticed that after I found that the breakers on the pool had tripped. Water didn't get in there. It's possible it hit the connection at the end of the motor there, and that shorted the whole wire out, and it just sparked in there or something. But anyways, let's go ahead and we'll shut the solar for now, although I'm going to end up using that. And it's almost a shame because the water is like 80. We'll go over to backwash. There we are. Oh yeah, that side glass is looking nice. Yeah, there it is. So we'll let that do its thing. All of the greenery here dies over the winter, turns brown like this, all goes dead, and I pull it all out and it comes back every year. So we'll backwash for a bit and then we'll come back. Alright, that's in the rinse position. I did my backwash back and forth 3 times. We'll go to recirc because we're pretty much done with the filter. And leave it on recirc for now. And just let it chooch. Okay, now I'm going to get the mystery pump. Robot is off to my side here, out of frame. We'll get that out of here, the chairs, all that. So let's speed it up a little. Speed it up a little! bulk of it. I got to put the brush back, and I have to put robot still. But you'll notice the hose for the manual vacuum is still out, and that's because I'm going to use it. So that is what's next. You can already see that the water is way down, and you can hear how turbulent it sounds. And maybe over here you can hear the water going into the skimmer, which means the level is quite low, but it has to be 6 to 8 inches below the skimmer, so we got some work to do. Well, as you may remember, when I go to put this to waste, it goes and drains into a dry well somewhere in this neck of the woods here, and eventually that dry well fills up and overflows. And once it does that, it starts going on top of the lawn and starts flooding the yard. And last year it actually went back to the pool. It made its way through everything and went back there. But you may also remember the solar drain extension that Lexmark 567 and I did. Runs down here through the garglage, past the china light, and ends up over here. So I put a piece of pipe in there because it's what I had, and a coupler because I had it, and of course this is the pool vacuum hose, and that of course does not fit into the 2-inch pipe. It's a little bit too big. I was going to look for an adapter or something, but it just never came to fruition. Maybe 1.5 inches would work. I don't have any adapters or any of that, so we just duct taped it, do it ghetto, and this runs all the way down out to the street. So now, with any luck, I can leave the pool running on recirculate, put the solar on, and it'll drain directly to the street. Yes, there's going to be leakage here. I'm fully aware, and I'm not even concerned about that. I just didn't want to leave it here. See, this is fine for how it is, for just draining the solar, but draining the pool, too much water goes here, goes under the Bluick, and not good. So we're going to try this. So in the interest of doing things the hard way, I think we'll shut the pump off and go over to the solar, put that to manual test or manual on. We'll let that open and go back to the other side. And now I'm going to open this valve and we'll just see whatever water chooches out and how bad the leak is going to be. All right, not too bad, but under pressure that's not going to be great. And we're certainly chooching out to the street here. Some anyway. So we'll put the pump on. Okay, this is it. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, no bueno. All right, great. I guess the hose won't work. You may hear the water gurgling down, and indeed, there it goes. I figure I'll leave the hose here to act as sort of a barrier, I guess. And we'll just let it chooch like this. The flow does not seem... It is warm. The flow doesn't seem as good as I had hoped, but if it's done before they get here, I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah, it's sort of working. Can't complain about that. Water is definitely going down. So good. It's going. Pumping. Oh, I'm hearing bubbles. So now we have air getting in because it's not quite enough water, and then the pump sort of loses prime for a bit, and it rejuvenates itself and gets more prime and chooches more. So I'm going to leave this to get a little bit more water out this way because it is faster, and then we'll shut the skimmers. The pump is definitely sucking air, but it'll get water, it'll go, and it'll keep futzing around like this for a bit. kind of funny how the ACs are still on, yet I'm closing the pool, but they had it available, haven't been in it for much of September, so, you know, it just is. Saves on electricity anyway. Still chooching away. There's all that air. See how we're doing. Yeah, this barrier is not doing too bad. I mean, there's water getting in the lawn here. Not bad. We're going out to the street and it's going. Okay, time to close the skimmers because it's just going to keep doing this. Definitely starving for water. Shut the skimmers. There we go. Now it's picking up. And now we're flowing like it's supposed to be. Water is still kind of warm. Not exactly cold. But we'll just let it shoot here. Take one more look. Yeah, it's starting to go through the lawn. Don't want to flood. Damn rock garden line. Oh. So we'll just let it chooch. And the water level is certainly going down. So really it's just a waiting game now.
1 hour later.
It looks like death. Well, turns out they showed up maybe 15 minutes earlier than I hoped. So I didn't quite get the water down where I wanted it. You can see where it's sitting. I might put the cover pump under the cover and suck out a little more water. I'll have to see and decide on that, but it's closed. I brought the hose back here, but look at the lack of care. This one I fixed already. Look at this. They just leave it. They just leave that. There's the box that the new cover came in. Just left it. A dead water bag. Left it. A couple more dead ones. Left them. Good part is that for the 3 that were no good, he replaced them and didn't appear to charge me. So that's good. And here we are, devoid of pumps. Devoid of everything. His tape fell off already? Really? Jesus Christ. Didn't put tape on that. Didn't... Oh, he did tape that. Okay. And tape the rest. I guess that one, the tape fell off. And then draining the solar also was fun. He took that out. Took the bung out of the bottom. He shut the valve on that. Shut these also. Okay. I mean, I can open them. It's not a problem. And he wanted to leave the solar in the middle. I guess that's fine. So I guess I'll just leave that also. See, the pool just being open, just seeing it running, even if nobody goes in it, makes me happy. It makes me know that it's summer. It's not cold out. But it's already fall. It's still a very nice day. It's actually hot out. It's like almost 75, getting on 80. So it's a very nice day. But, just to see this is terrible. So now the winter depression kicks in for the next 19 months. And that's it. So the pool is closed. I have a little bit of cleanup to do, as I had mentioned. And that'll be it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.